Welcome on this course number 4 about Shinken. This one will be about the high availability architecture installation. So here we got two Linux box with the Shinken and Web UI setup already done, like we did in the course number 1 and 2. So we got course A, that will be our master server, and course B. That's all. So in the course A will be all the master nodes, and the B ones will take the job only if the course A node is done. So let's look. In fact, we will need to declare all the spare configurations in the etc Shinken part. So we will need to copy all configuration for our master node to spare ones. We will need to get a new name, to edit the address, to put the nodes as spare. And for the arbiter node, we got a special parameter that is hostname. It is used by the arbiter code to know on which server is running, and is run on the course B hostname server, so he will know that he is the arbiter spare. So it's very important to set up hostname entry to the localhost of this address. Can be the same, not a problem. So let's edit this. We edit the spare, so spare B, and this one is a spare. It's done. Check at the master node, because he need to get his hostname entry with his real hostname entry, so course A, and this one is not a spare. So we will do the same for all the diamonds. So scaler, puller, reactioner, resaver, and the broker. So let's go. Can be a bit long, but we need to do this only once. So we edit the configuration file only in the course A server, because after we will copy all in the course B one. So scaler spares. Here we go. Yep. Spare is on the B server and is a spare. So that's okay. Now the puller entry, puller spare. The puller configuration is missing the spare entry. We will see at the end why. So we just add it. In the release version, the entry will be added and will be disabled by default. Puller spare is okay for the spare. Reactioner now. So same here. And VB server is a spare. It is a spare. VBroker. Broker entry. Spare. And VB and it's a spare. Okay. And last one, view receivers. They are optional, but it's always better to have some. Spare, B server, and spare one. Okay. So now, in fact, we edit the configuration on the course A server, and we will just bulk copy all the configurations into the spare one. So the configuration on the master and spare should always be the same. And then we can start the daemons on both servers. And we can get a look at the arbiter logs. So we will see if the web UI is okay. Okay, it's done. We will kill the master, and we will wait for the spare to take the job. It can take some few seconds. It will take even 3 minutes, because in fact it takes the arbiter master configurations. It will take the max check attempts and the check interval, and by default this gives us 3 minutes. So we stop the master, and we will take the spare to take the job. So let's wait a bit. So here we got the master is down, the spare one take the lead. We look at the arbiter log, and now the web UI for the spare server is online, but we can see that all our checks are now get back in the pending states, because the spare scheduler do not have access to the retention data from the master server. So in fact we will need to put some a retention module for the master and the spare schedulers that will save and load retention data like next check and state and things like this in a distant database like MongoDB. So I set up a MongoDB server on this server. MongoDB status. It's okay. It's very easy to set up. Just take the MongoDB from package from Tengen and install it. You got a link for the configuration. So we will look at the retention modules available in Shinken. So first we stop this pair, then we search for the retention modules. We got a lot of them, and you can save in Memcache or Redis, but we will save our data into MongoDB. So we just install it, the modules. It's okay. It's important to install it also on the spare one. It's okay. These modules need some Python library to connect to MongoDB. So here it's already done. Done too. Okay. So now we can look at the module configuration, still on the master server. So we see that the MongoDB connection will be for localhost, but here it's another server, so we will just take the IP and we will edit the address. So here we go. That's all. We take the module name and we will add it to our scalars. So to both scalar, Shinken scalar master. So we need to add the modules to both master and spare scalars. So spare modules MongoDB. So that's this, like this. We need to copy the configuration from the master server to the spare one. It's okay. So now we can restart the So it's always better when you play with modules to start in debug mode. You will see far more warning and error message if you need them. When you will be in production, just remove the debug mode. So we start on both server. We will one time again stop the master server and wait for the spare to take the job. If we look at the master, web UI is okay, it's full. So now we will look at the spare one when he will take the job. So we stop the master and we will wait for the spare to take the job. So we wait for the arbiter log. So stop in progress. So let's wait a bit. Here we go, the spare server took the job. And now the web UI from the spare server is online, and we already got the states from the retention from the master checks. So we don't start from zero. So that's all. Now we got a fully working high availability architecture. So in the next course we will see the Shinken Enterprise installations, and then we will see some architecture installation like the simple load balancing setup with some new pullers. So goodbye and see you the next week.